Hrafna-Flóki Vilgerðarson, the true story behind Floki from Vikings. Viking explorer Hrafna-Flóki Vilgerðarson is famous for leading the establishment of the first settlement in Iceland and was immortalized in the hit television show Vikings. His incredible courage, strength, and skill set the standard for exploration and daring feats in the Faroe Islands, Iceland, Greenland, and even North America. Now, let's get something out of the way first. We noticed that you still haven't liked this video or subscribed to our channel, so please do that first, and then we will begin. Before Hrafna-Flóki, Viking Norwegians were renowned for their strong seafaring skills, venturing further and further west to explore and colonize new lands. Although many sought refuge in these newfound territories due to poverty, taxation, law, and blood feuds, others sought to make a name for themselves and follow their adventurous spirit. Aaron's outstanding feat certainly adds to this legacy and stands as a source of inspiration for fans everywhere. The Viking sailors were among the first to arrive in the British Isles. They came ashore in 793 AD and kept coming back, eventually making a major presence in the region. Despite some resistance from the local population, the Vikings mingled and began to intermingle with them. The Shetland Islands were the next place to be settled by the Norse, and their traditions remained strong in this remote part of the Isles. The Shetland colony became an incredibly prosperous region, and from here the Vikings embarked on new and exciting exploratory voyages. Since its 2013 premiere on the History Channel, Vikings has done its best to give viewers an accurate and exciting glimpse into Viking culture and Norse mythology. The show was originally just planned to be a miniseries, but was quickly renewed for a second season due to its incredible popularity. The series, created by Michael Hirst, features many characters based on real people of the Viking era, some with more historical accuracy than others. Although Hirst has certainly added his flavor and expanded the stories of the characters, he has stayed as true to the time period as possible. With every new episode, viewers have a chance to explore and appreciate a part of history that might have been forgotten. The TV show Vikings introduced Floki, a character inspired by real-life Norse explorer Flóki Vilgerðarson. While the real Floki is said to have made his voyage with a wife and a child, the show Floki was a widower who had lost his only child. We saw the character leave on his mission to explore Iceland, the first Norseman to intentionally sail there. Though Floki is said to have eventually returned to Iceland and died there, we don't know whether Vikings Floki will share the same fate, as we were left with a life and death cliffhanger at the end of the penultimate season. After watching multiple seasons of Vikings, it has been revealed that the legendary story of Ragnar Lothbrok and his sons will come to an end in Season 6. Despite the impending conclusion, learning about the historic elements embedded in the series is still amazing. A great example of this is when Athelred and Alfred's mother Judith were instructed to murder her son. Although this isn't historically accurate, it highlights the extreme nature of their determination to secure Alfred's already in progress reign. Moreover, the show accurately depicts Alfred as suffering from an illness that is true to life. While the journey of unearthing the real history is never ending, fans can look forward to the exciting final chapter that was teased in the trailer. All in all, everyone is still hoping that their favorite characters will make an appearance. It is really impressive that Vikings successfully combined legends and historical facts to tell a great story that mirrors the real-life legends about these mythical individuals. However, how it all comes to an end for characters like Bjorn Ironside and Lagertha will remain a mystery unless you continue to follow the show. Will their fates mirror the legends? We'll have to wait and see. The journey of the Vikings has been one of an epic tale, both of legends and reality. The overall arc of Ragnar has been impressively depicted in the TV show. The ending for Bjorn Ironside and Lagertha is the climax to 6 amazing seasons, which have featured a lot of changes and goodbyes to many characters. We have been introduced to Ragnar Lothbrok, Rollo, and Floki as they journeyed and raided together, while later seasons shifted the focus onto Ragnar's sons. Although Ragnar has sadly passed away in Season 4, Floki remains with the series up until the latest season. But how will the popular legend ultimately end, compared to what we are watching today? We will have to wait and see. If the information presented for you today is new to you, do not forget to like the video. If historical facts interest you, follow our channel Historical Saga for more content surrounding amazing facts about history. Unlike some of the other characters in the popular TV series Vikings, Floki is based on a real person, Hrafna-Flóki Vilgerðarson. He was the first Norseman to sail to Iceland intentionally, and he was accompanied by his family on the journey, unlike Floki in the series, who had already lost his wife and child. However, Hrafna-Flóki and his family had some difficulties with life in Iceland and returned to Norway, although the real Floki decided to return and live there until he passed away. Interestingly though, there is no mention of Hrafna-Flóki ever entering a volcano as seen in the show. Hrafna-Flóki, who was a real person, most likely passed away in an underwhelming and relatively peaceful manner. On the other hand, it's still not been made clear whether Floki from the television show is dead or alive, leaving a whole lot of unanswered questions. As Vikings are coming to an end with its upcoming season, fans of the show are clinging to the hope that their beloved character will make a return and an impactful, memorable exit, one befitting the legendary character of Floki. Ragnar Lothbrok is the inspiring figure behind the historical TV show Vikings. According to Norse sagas written in the 13th century, Ragnar was an intense warrior and a fierce raider. He is famously remembered for leading the Viking siege of Paris in 845. But what many people don't realize is that the show is not just about Ragnar's story. It also covers other aspects of Viking life and characters from other legends and sagas. Overall, it provides an interesting insight into this time period and brings characters from long ago to life. The Vikings have always had a notorious reputation as brutal savages renowned for their combat skills and strength. But they were also deeply creative and fascinating people who achieved great feats despite their non-literate culture. Women in particular enjoyed more freedom than any other culture of the same era, and their achievements were inspirational. Ragnar Lothbrok is believed to have been based on several historical figures from the Viking era, including Regenerus, who was famously responsible for the siege of Paris in 845. King Horek I of Denmark, who appears in the television series, and King Reginfred, who also ruled a part of Denmark and was in conflict with Horek's predecessors. Some scholars have suggested that the Ragnar mentioned in the Irish annals could have a connection to Ragnar Lothbrok, although the accuracy of many parts of his life depicted in the stories and other sources is unknown. What is known is that Rollo, who was presented as Ragnar's brother in the series, had no relation to him in the sagas. It has been speculated, however, that Rollo participated in the siege of Paris in 885 and possibly even led it. When it comes to making Vikings, creator Michael Hurst and the company decided to add some dramatic and fantastical elements to the real story of Ragnar Lothbrok. The show borrows elements from the Viking sagas, but changes had to be made to extend Ragnar's story arc. For example, Ragnar was originally married to Thora Borgharjorta according to the sagas. But in the show, his first wife is the shield maiden Lagertha, who was mentioned in the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, but was not his first wife. Lagertha was depicted as an Amazon warrior, which adds an exciting element to the show. And with that, we conclude our topic for today. If you found the video fascinating, do show your appreciation by dropping a like. Be sure to comment and tell us what you liked. Follow us for more amazing content, and click on the bell icon for the latest updates.